Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Welcome, watchers of illusion, to my Castle of Confusion, and episode 416. I'm looking at a new release. Oh yes, a new release on the Commodore Amiga. Now, Magica is actually a game that was released on the Amstrad originally, which I have not looked at yet. It's on my to-do list, trust me on that. But yeah, so I thought I'd have a look at this. It's done by Juan J. Martinez. I hope I've got that pronunciation right. But it's such a lovely little game. It's very much on the sort of Bubble and, let's see, Parasol Stars, Snow Brothers, and what I'm looking for, Rodland. Yes, it's sort of like, if you like those sort of games, you're going to lap this up. It's absolutely brilliant. So the idea is basically, it's a screen-by-screen game, and you have to collect all the magic potions by basically zapping the enemies and then bashing them against walls, which is great. And also you can knock them into each other. But we'll get onto that in a few minutes. So let's have a look at the UI. So in the top left you can see how many lives we've got. Then you've got your score, timer, and what stage you're on. Yes, the dreaded timer, ladies and gentlemen, is quite present here in this game. So yeah, but we'll have a look at add-ons and all the pickups and stuff later on, but there's a nice variety here. So we'll go into the graphics now, because look at it, it's gorgeous. And do you know what, I think it's just like being back in the old days when you got a new Amiga game out of the box. It's just really like that. You get the same sense of fun and wonderment as you're playing, and it's absolutely genius. I love it. It's like being transported back to your childhood, popping your Amiga on, slam it in the disc, and away you go. Now, this does work on both emulation and on Amiga itself, so what are you waiting for? Power it up. Go and download it. Go and get it. I think you'll enjoy it. I'll put the download link in the description so you can go and grab it for yourself. But it's so well presented. I like these screen-by-screen games. Now you can see here that these little dudes with the shields, you can't hit them from the front. You have to get behind them and hit them from behind like that. Then you can then knock them out. But you try and get them from the front, and you're not going to have any luck at all. Now you'll see that the AI on the mobs is quite good as well, because they will jump up and down on the ledges without any sort of rhythm or any kind of notification of when they're going to do it. So you've got to sort of time yourself round how they move, which is quite clever as well. But the presentation on this is stunning. Now you'll see that you do get new mob types as you go. Like I said, we've got these little dudes with the shields now. There are other mobs in the game. I think we've got fairies, witches, and all sorts. So I'm going to try and bring you as much as I possibly can. And then you guys can make an educated decision on what you actually think of the game. I mean, you can just see it. You can see it. If this is kind of your game, from having a look at it from this perspective, you are going to want to download this and play it. Absolutely stunning. So I would recommend that you do so. So yes, you've got to collect little magic potions that the enemies drop, and yeah, so it's really that simple. Now things do get a little bit trickier as we go, but you wouldn't want a dead easy game all the way through your play, would you? We've got wizards now. Look at them in their little hats. Aren't they amazing? Right, so yes, wizards. They will throw fireballs at you. So that's something else to avoid, as well as everybody else. Now you'll notice that all the mobs do just walk off ledges. I mean, I think they've, I don't know if they've had enough of life or what, but there we are. So yes, each mob does a different ability, has a different set of movement skills and all that kind of thing. So it's really quite clever the way it ramps things up a bit, and it keeps things fresh as well. You get bonus points as well if you manage to hit 2 or more in a row. Not always easy to do. You have to be careful. Oops. Yeah. Any contact with an enemy character will provoke a death. Yes. So you have to be careful. As you can see, I've only got 1 life left. If I lose that life, it's game over. But I think I think you can continue. So we'll have a look, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to survive the entire review without having to continue. So we'll carry on. Sound-wise, it's absolutely lovely. You got this really jolly little tune going all the way through. It really does remind me of the Bubble Bobble games and Rodland in particular. It's just really jolly, and the sound effects are really nice as well. There's nothing here that I've played through so far that's made me go, oh dear. It's been absolutely brilliant fun, and it just adds to it. It's a sort of really nice little arcade platformer. And you know, if you'd have paid a tenner for this back when you had your Amigas, guys, you wouldn't feel cheated. I would probably think that this would have probably been around a $4.99 game at the time. I don't know, what do you guys reckon? Do you reckon it was a full pricer? I mean, obviously it wasn't released back in the day. So what would you have paid for it? I'm interested to know. Just purely for the fact that, you know, with these games coming out today, the quality that they are, how much would you have been willing to pay back in the day? How much would you be willing to pay for them now? Because the quality of these games is just fantastic. Oh dear. Yeah, I've got to try and kill this, get this fairy. Yay! There we go. So, yeah. What would you have thought that a decent price for this would have been back in the day? $9.99, $14.99, $2.99, going real budget there, or $9.99. So just give that little price range there, and see what you guys come up with. What would you have paid? I'm just being nosy. Anyway, so controls are easy. Up is to jump. You got left and right, and then your fire button gives you that little attack that you've got there. It's a little magic bolt that you can throw. And to basically to start them spinning, you just run into them, and they will just go bouncing off in all different directions. So there we are. Very simple controls, very easy to pick up and play. I love the graphics, and the little wizard guys are really cute, and they are a massive pain in the backside, but everything on this game is just so cutesy that you kind of forgive the mobs for being dicks. But yes, so now I've hit those two. I don't think I'm going to get there in time. No, I'm not, but you can hit them in quick succession. Now you do get timers. You can see there, you can increase your time. I don't think I actually got that one, ironically, in time. But it does increase your timer when you pick them up, which is brilliant. Now, there doesn't seem to be any boss fights, not that I've seen so far anyway. Like I say, I'm going to play through as much as I possibly can to bring you as much footage as possible so that you get a clear indication of what the game's like. And oh, here we go, look here, witches. But they're cute as well. It's like, it's brilliant. It's absolutely, it's just so cutesy, amazingly playable. Sound effects and music are spot on, and I've just lost my last life. Boo! Right, so game over. However, I'm going to see if we can continue, because that would be great. Now you can put your name in, so it's going to be the Retro Revival Show, as we do always on these kind of things. So we will continue where we left off, if we can. There we go. Ah, yes, excellent. So yeah, we can go back to where we left off. Great. I like the level select as well. That was quite nice. Yeah, so I like that. You can select any level that you've done before as well, I think. Not that it matters, because you don't get any sort of bonuses, I don't think, for doing it that way. You can probably try and better your score, perhaps, but I don't think you really would need to do that. I've just got double on my score there. You can see a ×2 on the scoreboard, and I've just got a timer which bumped my time back up to 50 seconds. Great stuff. It's a one-player game, sadly. I think 2 players would have been pretty good fun, to be honest, but, you know, it is what it is, and you know, it does work for the sort of game that it is. But a 2-player option, I think, would not have gone amiss. But never mind. It's a minor thing. It really is a minor detail. So it's a screen-by-screen platformer, and incredibly playable. And playability, yes. 100%. It's one of those fun games that you will find yourself wanting to load up and play again. And if this kind of game floated your boat back in the day, it's certainly going to go straight up your flagpole on this one. So, yes, we're in 2020, and this game looks like it was done in 1990, or, you know, even 1980 sort of time period. Excellent game. Playability, yes, and replayability, coming back to it again and again and again, yes, check that off your tick box. Oh look, I beat my old score. That's fantastic. You can see there we've got redefined keys, and we've got other options that you can turn on and off with enhanced graphics mode and other things. So there you are. I'm running this on a 1200, so it does work on that system. I think it works on an A500 as well. So there's a nice plethora of Amigas that it will work with. So that's really nice as well. But I urge you to go and have a go at this game, just to see it firsthand, really. Because, you know, watching a video of it, even though I do film them in high definition for you to have a look at, it doesn't really do it any justice unless you're playing it on your screen in front of you. So please go along, download the game, and I want to hear your views on it. Because I always find it interesting to find that sometimes you guys will agree with everything I've said, other times you'll disagree. You know, but that's the nature of the beast, isn't it, with these sort of things? You know, we're not designed to agree with everybody, because that would be kind of a boring world, wouldn't it? But yeah, let me know what you think once you've played it. Or if you plan to play it, let me know. I would like to have a conversation with you guys about this from your perspectives. So let me know if you've downloaded and played this game. It's absolutely fantastic. There's no reason why you wouldn't. But yeah, this is Magica. I will be looking at the Amstrad version at some point soon. And I've got another couple of Amstrad games I want to look at anyway from recent releases. So you can look forward to that coming very, very soon. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's offering, and that you'll tune in again next time, as I will bring you an Amstrad game that was released, well, about a week ago. So yes, we're keeping things fresh, we're keeping things active, we're looking at modern day games on a retro system, and it works incredibly well. So let me know. I know I've got a request for Charlie Chimp on the Amiga. I will get round to it. I've got a lot of games that people have wanted me to do. I've got them all stored up, but while these games are fresh in my mind, I do tend to go and check them out and have a look. And if they're any good, then I bring them to you, the adoring retro public, and hope you guys will support the developers and go and grab yourself a copy. So yeah, there we go. That's almost it from me. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you're enjoying the channel. It just remains really to say hello to existing subscribers, hello to new subscribers, welcome to the family. You guys are awesome. And for anyone that is supporting me on Patreon, thank you ever so much for that. It does help to keep this channel going and to be able to keep things running. So thank you ever so much. My details for Patreon are in the description. If you feel that you might be able to support me, that would be fantastic. But obviously no pressure. So there we are. That's pretty much the end of the review. So I'm going to let the game play for a couple more minutes here, and you can just chill and watch that. I will catch you next time, my retroholics, and yes, I will be bringing you an Amstrad game. And until then, my friends, I will see you next time. You keep it retro, and as always, bye for now.